Hello everyone, today class number 39. Class number 39 for electrical machine 2. Okay, so in this class I have to complete the complex input power calculation. Okay, the complex input power calculation for alternator. So let us start. Determine the complex input power calculation for an alternator. Okay, so similar to that of the complex output power, the complex input power also have, that is SIG. Okay, complex input power can be solved by or denoted by SIG. This is the complex power denotation, S and I for input and G for generation due to generation. Okay, so complex input power, that will be PIG plus Q JQIG, right? As simple as that, right? So this equation can be equals to, previously it was VT into IA star, now it is EF into IA star. Okay, so that is, previously it was VT, that is the output terminal. From the output concept it will be VT into IA. Okay, IA star, that is now in this case the input power, that means the field EMF, that is EF into IA star. Okay, so we know from the previous concept that EF equals to EF angle del, right? EF equals to EF angle del, and VT is the reference phasor, that is VT angle 0 degree, and the another thing is ZS equals to ZS, that is synchronous impedance, that will be equals to ZS angle theta. So in the these three quantities are important, so we have to mention again. So what will be the equations of EF bar and IA star bar? So that will be equals to, if we put in phasor quantity, phasor value, that is EF angle del divided by, and IA equals to EF minus, so IA equals to EF minus VT by ZS, right? EF minus VT by ZS. So IA star, so if we want to express it in phasor, that is EF angle del minus VT angle 0 degree by ZS angle theta. Okay, so IA star will be EF angle minus del minus VT angle 0 degree, that means minus 0 and plus 0 both are same, that's why you can ignore it. Okay, you can ignore it, so minus theta. So this is the ultimate IA star. So if we put it, then what happened? It will be, so EF by ZS, so I am writing directly EF by ZS, and angle equals to theta minus del, angle equals to theta, that is minus del plus theta, that will be theta minus del, and minus of, and negative of, this is EF, right? EF by ZS, and negative of VT by ZS, and which will be equals to angle minus theta. Sorry, angle will be plus theta, as because minus theta is in denominator part, so that will be equals to plus theta. So this is your SIG. So if we multiply it, then what happened? EF square angle theta by ZS. Why? Because del angle will be cancelled out whenever it is multiplied with this term. Okay, EF square by ZS into theta minus VT into EF by ZS, angle will be theta plus del. Okay, so now this expression is equals to SIG. Okay, this SIG can be expressed or can be resolved into two sections or two segments, that is the sections are sin theta and cos theta, right? So this one can be expressed as, suppose I am writing is PIG plus JQIG. As we know, this SIG equals to PIG plus JQIG, that will be equals to EF square by ZS cos theta minus VT EF by ZS cos theta plus del. Okay, this is the cos part, and my plus j plus j EF square by ZS sin theta minus VT into EF by ZS cos theta, sin theta plus del. Okay, so this is, if we compare it, then what happened? PIG equals to EF square by ZS cos theta minus VT into EF by ZS cos of theta plus del, and QIG equals to EF square by ZS sin theta minus VT into EF by ZS sin theta plus del. Okay, similarly, that means this part is PIG and this part is QIG. Okay, so these are the complex input power terms. That is, PIG will be your active part of the complex input power, and QIG will be the reactive part of the complex input power. Okay, so now if we again calculate and again if we solve it, so after solution, that means from the impedance triangle we can write, right? So from the impedance triangle, from the previous concept, that we can write it as sin theta equals to what? Sin theta equals to RA by ZS. Okay, as because we know this is your angle alpha, this is angle theta. With respect of this theta, your perpendicular is this one, that is, it is RA, this is ZS, and this is XS. Okay, so from this power impedance triangle we can write sin theta equals to RA by ZS. Okay, and your theta plus and alpha equals to 90 degree. Theta plus alpha equals to 90 degree. That means theta equals to what? Theta equals to 90 degree minus alpha. So now just put these two values in this equation. That means PIG equals to EF square by ZS cos theta. That if we it will be cos theta, right? So again, cos theta equals to what? Cos theta equals to your, okay, actually this is theta, right? This angle is theta, this angle is alpha. Okay, so that means if it is RA and it is XS, then cos theta equals to your RA, it is cos theta, right? It is cos theta. Cos theta equals to RA by ZS, and sin theta equals to XS by ZS, right? It is clear to you? XS by ZS. So if we express the cos theta part over here from this concept, then your equation will be EF square by ZS, EF square by ZS into multiplied with, it will be cos theta, right? So RA by ZS, okay, minus VT EF by ZS and cos of theta plus del. So now if we put theta equals to 90 degree minus alpha, then 90 degree minus alpha plus del, that will be 90 degree plus del minus alpha. So that means del minus alpha will be your sine. So that will be equals to here sine del minus alpha, right? Sine del minus alpha. This is all about your PIG, that is input, active part of the input power. Okay, so now I will move into the reactive part of the input power, that is QIG. Reactive part of the input power, QIG. So QIG equals to EF square by ZS sin theta over here. So sin theta equals to XS by ZS, okay. So this is your first part, and negative with VT into EF by ZS and sin theta plus del. So sin theta plus del means, again if we put theta equals to 90 degree minus alpha, then you can get, it will be changed its identities, that is from sine it will be cos, as because 90 degree plus is there, so the cos of del minus alpha, cos of del minus alpha. Okay, so this is your QIG. So now if RA equals to 0, now write if RA, if we consider RA equals to 0, then what happened? RA equals to 0, then alpha equals to also 0, because from this power impedance triangle, if RA equals to 0, then this alpha angle should be equals to 0, right? So when alpha equals to 0, then ZS equals to, all the reactances terms are present, that is XS, ZS equals to XS. Okay, so at that situation PIG equals to what? PIG equals to EF VT by XS sine previously it was 0 because RA equals to 0, so RA should be multiplied in the first term, that is it will be, first term will be 0, and the second term EF VT by XS sine del. See, from the previous class we can say that the PIG, when RA equals to 0, then PIG will be exactly equals to POG. Then PIG exactly equals to POG. Whatever the POG value we have written, so which will be exactly equals to this one. PIG equals to POG. Okay. So similarly, QIG equals to what? So QIG equals to EF square by XS, right? Because ZS becomes XS now. ZS becomes XS here. So minus EF VT by XS, it will be cos del. Okay. So QIG and PIG will looks like here. So and PIG will be equals to POG when this RA equals to 0. Okay. So now I will move into the condition for obtaining the maximum PIG. So write condition for obtaining maximum PIG, because our aim is to find the maximum real part of the power, right? Real part, that is you have to find the active part of the power first, then you can proceed. So the condition for obtaining the maximum active power, condition for obtaining the maximum PIG. So write down the heading first. Condition for obtaining maximum PIG. Okay, condition for obtaining maximum PIG. So from the concept of maxima and minima, from the concept of maxima only, because we are finding the maximum case, right? From the condition of maxima, your dPIG by d del should be equals to 0, right? dPIG d del should be equals to 0. So dd del of, and your, so PIG equals to what? It will be EF VT by ZS sine del minus alpha, right? It was. So now if we derive it by del, so sine del minus alpha becomes cos del minus alpha. Nothing will be changed. So EF VT by ZS cos del minus alpha equals to 0, right? So if we again derive it, that means two conditions are there, right? So for the first condition and second condition, it will be dPIG by d del 2 should be less than 0. So if we again differentiate, then you can say that, so cos will becomes negative minus sine del minus alpha. See, this one becomes less than 0, right? Because negative sign over here. So we can say that, so this is the condition for the obtaining the maximum PIG. So to calculate it, so cos part never, so sorry, this part, the coefficient part never be 0, because EF, VT, ZS all have a certain values, right? So only one chance it will be 0 for equating this part equals to 0, that is cos of del minus alpha should be equals to 0, right? So that means cos of del minus alpha equals to cos of 90 degree, because we know cos 90 equals to 0. So 90 degree equals to del minus alpha, right? 90 degree equals to del minus alpha. So del equals to how much? Del equals to your 90 degree plus alpha. 90 degree plus alpha. So del equals to 90 degree plus alpha. And we know what is the relation between alpha and theta. We know the relation between alpha and theta because here I have get del equals to 90 degree plus alpha, and previously we know that the alpha should be equals to 90 degree minus theta. 90 degree minus theta, okay? So if we add it, then 180 degree minus theta will be there. So del equals to 180 degree minus theta. So this is the condition for obtaining the maximum input active part power to the alternator, okay? So this is the active power condition for obtaining the maximum active power to the alternator, okay? So this is all about the input complex power. So next day I will start the two reaction theory, which is most important, okay? Which is most important for your exam purpose. Two reaction theory you have to learn very well. You have to learn very well. So say next class is very much important to you. So today's class up to this much, okay? Thank you.